I like
That's my favorite segment.
It's a good one, man. It's a good one. So if you weren't here last week and for the show, this is a segment where I broached a question to each panel member, and they don't know the question. They don't know it previously. I'd make that on purpose to get a visceral reaction from them, a good, real time, answer from them in regards to what I think they believe in this topic segment. So, all right, RG, we're gonna start with you because I think you'll like this one.
What do you got for me, Coach?
All right. So for you, do you believe that Drake May will be the best quarterback in his draft class?
Ooh, wow. Okay, coming out hot with it.
Hey,
So
man.
that's who? That's Caleb. That's Drake. That's Jaden.
Penix. JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And Nix, right?
Nix. Yep.
Man, that is a tough one. Do I think he will be the best quarterback out of that draft class? I'm gonna say no. I think he will probably be the second best quarterback out of that draft class. I think you have to give respect to JD and what he's done with Washington and reviving that franchise from the depths of just agony and despair. Yeah. So I do think that you have to give, Jaden his props, but after that, man, it's a open market on who's the second best out of there. A lot of people go with Nix. If you're a QB wins guy, you go with Nix. If you're kind of like a eye test raw talent kind of guy, a lot of people go with May. A lot of people, if you're just where you were drafted, draft positional value, people go Caleb. So there's a lot of ways you can go with this one, but I think best, I'm going to go with JD, but Drake May is 100% second best. And he was a big reason why I had the Patriots kind of sneaking in as a playoff team this year. And they've shown, after that week 1 loss, they've kind of righted that ship a little bit more. And I think they are looking much more like a playoff contender-ish team than they did, last season, of course.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Okay. All right, Captain Jack.
Wait, before you get there, I know something I do believe. I believe that the Raiders screwed up the opportunity to sit Brock Bowers all of this time, and they could have used him.
Yeah.
Could have used to give me those boo 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 boo.
Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah.
They screwed up 3 weeks of rehab that they could have used Brock Bowers, and they needed him for the Kansas City game. Give me that.
I like it. Okay.
But
all
yeah,
right.
give me your other one.
Gotcha. All right. So when it comes down to the quarterback we talk about in our Zero to Hero segment, do you think any of those 4 quarterbacks, do you think Dak, Sam, Baker, or Daniel Jones wins the MVP this year?
Dak, Sam, maybe of those 4.
Yeah.
If it's only those, I have to do any of those 4. Who has a chance?
Any of those four have a chance to win MVP.
Yes, the Smurf that plays for the fake Pirates.
Okay. I like it.
I agree with that. Those 4.
Out of those 4? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. All right. So Cap believes that Baker Mayfield wins the MVP.
Of those 4, if there's anybody that does, out of those 4.
I agree. And the way they play right now is very possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, I would put fake money on that. Considering I'm losing other things.
Yeah. Fake money. That's a good one. Okay. All right, AG. All right. So with the, I guess you can say, rise of Mac Jones is mystique and how well he's been playing for the 49ers in regards to them winning. And, a lot of people kind of wrote them off because, Brock Purdy was hurt and, the receivers, Ayuk still out, Pearsall is done, Joanne Jennings in our lineup, Kittle on the IR. Pretty much nobody had them, even though with the easiest schedule in the league, nobody had them making it this far. So that begs the question about, is it Shanahan's system and anybody can flourish in it? So my question to you is, do you believe that, let's say hypothetically, because, there was a conversation about Mac Jones being the pick that he really wanted in that draft versus Trey Lance, but he was bullied into it by the owner kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about Brock Purdy and the fact that he got paid, let's say hypothetically they just did a Russell Wilson and they decided to move on and wanted to keep Mac Jones. Do you think Brock Purdy works anywhere outside of San Francisco?
No. I don't. I think that Shanahan is. I mean, very clearly shown it's a large part of his system and his schemes and how he schemes things open and doesn't really give his quarterback a whole lot of. I mean, it's like there's your read, make it or not type of offense. So yeah, I think he's shown that already. I mean, he's shown that not only this year but in years past. At first, I thought you were going to ask me if I thought there was a QB controversy with Mac Jones, which I don't think there will be, unfortunately, because they paid him too much.
Right, exactly.
I mean, because I've seen people saying, well, like, they moved off from Trey Lance. And it's like, yeah, but Trey Lance is on a rookie deal.
That part.
And, like, didn't cost an arm and a leg to just get off your roster. So, and, I mean, even Mac Jones has said, like, this is clearly Brock's team. I'm just here to be – the other guy, the facilitator and assistants. But yeah, I think Brock Purdy is very much a system QB. He got paid because of the system he's in and the people that he's benefited to have around him. And I know I've said this before. It's like their window's closing tight. The more people they have to get rid of that were already a big tag because they're not going to be able to keep that same caliber of talent around Purdy, the more expensive he gets.
Agreed. Okay. I like it.
Real quick, Coach. I have a bit of a follow-up question because obviously we don't know what these questions are going to be before the show. So now that I know this, I have a quick follow-up for Alex. Do you think that the Niners are regretting giving Purdy all that money?
Yes! It's easy. I'll answer it.
No, I do. I mean, I think they got kind of bullied into the market and the time and him being a free agent at the right time and didn't want to be the team that looks like, hey, we just went to a Super Bowl with this guy, but we're not going to pay him big money. But I think there's definitely buyer's remorse, especially right now.
It makes me laugh because the same people who are like, man, you got to give Purdy that money. He deserves it. They should have it. Are the same exact people who are like, man, the Niners, man, they shouldn't have given Purdy all that money.
It's great. I'm still waiting for. I feel like at least in the past 5+ years, every team has just been bullied into paying their guy because he's been somewhat decent there. Like I'm still waiting for a franchise to kind of stand on business and be like, no, we're not, like, I'll pay you this is what I think's fair. Otherwise, like, go find it in the market with the quarterback, I should say. I mean, Giants obviously did that with Saquon. It's the wrong guy to do that to. But
that's running back though, but a little different.
Like these Purdy's and some of like even Lawrence and Murray, it's like these guys they're paid more than Mahomes, and it's like how I mean, if I was in that situation, it was my money, my business. Like I'd be like, why would I pay this guy more than the dude that's won all these Super Bowls? Like just because he's a free agent this year. Like, no, go find it somewhere else. Like,
the whole quarterback market is just we could do a whole show just on that.
It's really fear because just like everybody else knows, if you don't have a quarterback, you don't have anything. So it's more like I'm going to go with a guy that's B-, B+ versus going with a guy that's unproven. Could be a C or D, that kind of thing.
Could be an A. He could also be an A.
But it's a dice roll. Like, do you want to be assured of having a B? Like, it's like if the teacher comes to you and say, hey, you can roll a dice and either get an A or a D, or I'll just give you a B now. You can leave. A lot of people just take the B and move on.
For sure.
Well, I'll say the Vikings actually, to their point, they actually moved off of Darnold after what he did last year with the offense, with the receivers, and they said we're banking on McCarthy, and McCarthy was on a rookie contract. I actually think that was a mistake. They could have bankrolled and then seen what they had with them, and then they would have had actually some trade bait with McCarthy if Darnold didn't work out or did work out. They would have had two prime quarterbacks, kind of like what the Chargers had when they got rid of Breeze. They had the other kid that was there, Rivers. So they could have dangled. So I think that to your point, the Vikings actually did move off, and we'll see if that was a mistake or not.
Well, early returns, it's looking like a bit of a mistake with how much Darnold's balling in Seattle. I think.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You
could have Jordan loved him. You could have let him sit 3 years and really get acclimated to Kevin O'Connell's system, really get the experience from the sidelines, holding that clipboard and watching Darnold play. because that's what exactly what Darnold got. He got like a 3-year deal in Seattle, so he could have played those 3 years. And by the time Darnold's deal was done, either he's ready to play or you keep rolling with Darnold and you let him go. But again, you don't throw him out there when he's not ready.
Nobody misses Darnold more than Justin Jefferson. That man is,
Amen, brother.
Still doesn't have a touchdown this year. That is.
I think somebody has Justin Jefferson on those 19 or 20 fantasy football teams that we were talking about.
He's on like 3 or 4 of them. He is.
All right, so we're missing Dub here. I got one more question. So you got anybody jumping to take the last question?
I got it.
Okay,
I'm ready.
All right. So with the rash of injuries or just the, I guess you can say, carousel of things going on with kickers, we seen Justin Tucker working out, and through his suspension.
Wow. Oh, that's a hotbed.
Do you think that a team takes a chance on Justin Tucker when his suspension is up?
Damn.
I mean, what was his suspension? 8 games?
6, I think it was
6. Okay.
Up after
does he have any pending? I mean, he didn't have anything criminal, right? It was like all.
I think it was all civil.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think of. I mean, the only team I could think of that needs a kicker is obviously Indy, with Schrader doing whatever, but they're also run by Irsay's daughters now. They might not be too keen to bring in a sexual assault guy, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of another team that needs a kicker, but
I can think of one.
Yeah, who?
The Browns.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That'd be Browns.
Brett Justin and Deshaun. That's crazy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, but my thing with that is, he's just a kicker. I don't think anyone's going to take that baggage.
Games. I'm sorry, 10 games. He's suspended for 10 games.
Okay.
Oh, damn. It's 10
but,
games?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty hefty, but I don't think anyone's going to take on that kind of PR baggage for a kicker. It's one thing for a quarterback who threw 4,000 plus yards and, 30 touchdowns in the team he was with, but a kicker who's already kind of on the wrong side of his career in terms of age, I don't see a team saying, you know what, let's do that.
So he's due for reinstatement on the 11th of November.
Gosh.
So
what do you call it? Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, yeah.
And he is a veteran.
He is?
Well, no. NFL veteran. Hell no. As a true veteran.
Say, really?
Yeah, no. Justin Tucker can suck from under. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
But no, he's an NFL veteran. It was just the veteran
play on words.
Yeah. Fair enough. So we don't think that Justin Tucker finds another gig on the 11th. Okay. Fair enough. All right.
It would just be poetic justice for him to go to the Browns. That's all I'm saying.
Right?
That'd be crazy.
It's crazy because they also have Judkins and Bond who also had their own issues.
Watson's still on the roster.
On the roster.
People don't realize.
It's just what are the Browns doing? What do they assess?
God, man.
Well, they all know where all of the good pea joints are in different places around them.
Okay, all right, let's move
on.
All right, so